Add vitamin D to bread and milk to help fight COVID, urge scientists.
Here's a summary of the article.
Scientists are calling for ministers to add vitamin D to common foods such as bread and milk to help the fight against COVID-19. Up to half the UK population has a vitamin D deficiency, and government guidance that people should take supplements is not working, according to a group convened by Dr. Gareth Davies, a medical physics researcher at Imperial College London. Vitamin D deficiency can cause rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults, soft bones that lead to deformities, and children with severe vitamin D deficiency are prone to hypercalcemia, low levels of calcium in the blood, which leads to seizures and heart failure. Food fortification would need careful planning to be rolled out effectively, particularly as people are now taking supplements. Picking the right foods to fortify would need to be done carefully, but it's clear that the current policy is not working. At least half the population have a vitamin D deficiency. Adrian Martineau, professor of respiratory infection at Queen Mary University in London, who is not part of Davies's group, is leading a clinical trial to examine whether vitamin D can reduce the risk of COVID-19, or its severity. The government recommends that the whole population takes vitamin D supplements in winter months, and those in high-risk groups take it all year round, Martineau said. White flour in the UK is already fortified with vitamins B1 and B3, and last year the government began a consultation on adding vitamin B9 to help prevent spina bifida and other birth defects of the brain and spine. A 2019 study at the University of Birmingham, led by Magda Aguirre, a health economist, showed there would be at least 25% fewer cases of vitamin D deficiency over the next 90 years if flour fortification were adopted, saving about £65 million. In 2017, Professor Louis Levy, PHE's head of nutrition science, responded to calls for fortification by saying that there was not enough evidence that vitamin D would reduce the risk of respiratory infections.
This post received a score of 29,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Vitamin D is exceptionally cheap. Supplements are easy to take. We all should look at them over the winter.
I typically take a vitamin D supplement over winter anyway because I find it helps with my seasonal depression during that time. Good to know it will help with this too.
I take it in any month that contains an R.
Why not July or August?
Because that's summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Plenty of natural vitamin D available.
You use Reddit and go outside. Get the nation's top scientists on this quick.
You can't. They're busy taking vitamin D.
Is this the go outside vitamin? At some latitudes the angle of the sun makes it so you wouldn't produce enough vitamin D even if you did dress like it's spring. Good to take a supplement. Edit, thanks to the user below who pointed out my omission, it's only during winter that is the case. Scroll down to that map of the US for a reference.
And this is why some people have darker skin than others. We need UV to make vitamin D, but more UV puts us more at risk for getting cancer, so we make melanin to bring it to safer levels. All because the Earth is round. We can defeat flat earthers with what others used to be racist. Isn't this fun? Edit, more UV doesn't give us cancer, it puts us at a higher risk for it.
I use the stupid to destroy the stupid.
A group of assholes would travel back in time to bring the stupid back.
But if they would, then they already did.
And here we are, still, fuck.
Makes it a bit disturbing that this is still the least retarded timeline.
Milk in the US already has vitamin D, but adult consumption has been declining. Adding it to beer and chips would get it out to most of the population.
Put it in White Claws and all my friends will cease to have vitamin D deficiency.
Isn't there a brand that does just this? The advertising was all over Hulu for a few months. But I think it may be Vit C and antioxidants or some other marketing BS.
Just take supplements, they're cheap.
Yeah, I bought a year's supply for like $13 and #X200B. Edit, since a lot of people are asking, this is what I bought pills. The price has gone up, probably due to demand. Get it while it's still in stock.
Yeah, gotta be the cheapest supplement out there. Not for long.
Not like we are gonna run out of vitamin D anytime soon.
Australian screams in skin cancer.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Musical note, not anymore, there's a blanket.
Who are the Tamil kings?
Merchants, probably.
Isn't it already added to both?
The US adds it to milk, but I don't think everywhere does. US bread might have a little if milk is ingredient, but I don't think added by itself.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.